Good morning, everyone. How's everybody doing? Got up early this morning, got some coffee going, and thought I'd go live again. I know it's like the third time this week. Been an interesting week, since the hurricane and all. So, hey, Michael Blade, Charlie, what's up? No, Charlie, I'm at work. I mean, I'm still at home. Our office got wiped out. We have no office from the hurricane. It peeled the roof off the building completely. We have a big 2-story, 5,000 square foot building. Two 5,000 square feet with apartments on top, and it peeled the roof off, broke some windows. Some of the girls that were staying up there, there's been a girl living up there for about 10 years, even before we owned. Well, Mitch, my broker, owned the building. They had to run out and get in their car during the middle of the storm. So, our building got wiped out. So it's in complete remodel, right now. So it can't really work there at all. Drone Bomb, welcome in. Michael Blade, yeah. Yeah, Charlie, I think you started going back to work at the office, right? I know you were home for a year or so, or not, well, over a year, I know. Yeah, welcome in, Paulie. Yeah, school, even here right now, there's no school yet since I think they had just went to school. I think my youngest little granddaughter, well, not youngest, but Lainey went to school. She went to school one day. They got quarantined for COVID. Somebody in the class tested the next day, so they missed that whole whatever they had to miss 10 days. She went to school for I think 3 days or 4 days in a row. The hurricane, and now they still don't have school because their school took on water. No school has started yet, so they've been out. It'd be 3 weeks. They got out that Friday, which would be 3 weeks today. So yeah, it's very interesting between COVID and now the hurricane. I don't know what these kids, very, very crazy times right now. So, and Charlie, yeah, you met Bailey over at the Florida Drone Meetup. She's a senior this year, so I think her freshman year was okay. It was all regular school. The next year, COVID hit. So they got out early, and then her junior year, they went. I don't know. They really only went about. I think they went Monday. They didn't go for a long time. They went Monday and Friday, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday they went virtual. So it's kind of weird. Really didn't have a. And then this year she gets out at 11 o'clock because she's a senior. So really didn't have a high school. She's not the only one, of course. I mean, I'm sure it happened all over the country and all over, in different scenarios. So it's kind of strange. But even at college, they're waiving the ACT scores, and although I mean, yes, she took it because here, Louisiana gets you get free college to if you make a certain score on the ACT test, and you get money even if you make a better score. So she did qualify for that. So, but just wondering how they'll do, being that they've kind of missed, almost 2.5 years of the high school. Yeah, guys, I don't know if you saw too. Did you see the Autel is coming out with that Mini? Or at least they had some leaked pictures about the Mini. So that's kind of interesting, and that's I'm saying it's not a surprise. We had Randall. Of course, Randall since resigned with Autel. Chad B, welcome in. Art Akarasho, welcome in. Yeah, Randall Warners was on our show. I guess I'm not sure the dates now. He was on there one Wednesday, and of course by the next Wednesday he resigned. But he did. Kind of course, he was asked that question, and that was one of the questions that we asked him even before the show, and uh, even during the show. Of course, that's something people were asking a lot of. Will there be a mini Evo? And I will say, and I don't want to. Even though he told us something in confidence, and even though he's gone, I still respect it. And but it's seems like that is gonna be a true. I'm not sure about the pictures, but he wouldn't confirm 100%, but he also didn't deny it that there is a mini coming out. So I think people would be excited about that only because I think it would probably work. I ordered a Femi mini. Had a Xeno mini ordered. I did cancel it. The Femi mini is at best, just okay. I would say maybe one step up from a toy grade drone. Although the camera on it is pretty nice, it still has tilted horizon problems. But I wouldn't think we'd get any of that with the Autel Mini. So if anybody wants to hop in, you can. The link's in the chat. Northeast Drone List. Hey, welcome in, buddy. Thanks. And I do. Well, I got everybody on, and I know it's early, but just hop in. The link's in the chat. I want to thank everybody yesterday for all the birthday wishes. I mean, I've got phone calls, text, emails, Facebook messages. Yeah, I think I had over a couple hundred on my personal page, and so. Yeah, Chad, I think you're right. I think I don't know if I saw that at yours or somebody mentioned that yesterday in one of my chats. I think we were talking, Michael, Sergio, and then Maddie were talking. Yeah, it looks like it's possibly two. The mini and then something else like that. And we talked about that, and that's one of the questions I personally asked Randall. I mean, Autel as of right now has one drone to sell, to the consumer. They have some prosumer and professional stuff, but if they're going to tap into a market against DJI or anybody, I mean, they need some inventory, and they had nothing to sell. So, being that so many people brag on an Evo 2, and then even the old Evo, I think that people would scoop up an Autel Mini because they feel like I personally will not buy another Femi. I will not buy another Xeno. I mean, the Xeno was $569. I mean, I'm glad I got my money back. I know Marcus finally, Marcus Crawford, Idaho Drone, Idaho Quadcopter. Marcus had got his in early, thank God, and he called me. I think a couple of days after, he said, "Johnny, he said, if I was you, I would probably get my money back." And then, of course, Ron Brown did too, and then so many other people did. And I think man, a little girl was writing me. There was a girl rep from Xeno, and she kept writing me, emailing me, "Hey, please don't cancel." And but I had in reality already got, when I set my you have to make a claim. It's not really I guess it's not a formal. Was like a complaint against them, and PayPal wanted to know why, did you cancel? And I just wrote, hey, the drone was supposed to be delivered on a certain day. The date keeps getting pushed back, and I was just tired of waiting. So I did. I got my money back within probably 3 hours. So, and then I even got an email the next day from the little rep saying that, hey, that she would get my drone shipped, or it was already shipped. Well, she had shipped it that morning. I'm like thinking, okay, well, that's really good because I already got my money back. But yeah, Charlie, you bring up a good point, and I don't know about the mini too, but the original mini, and if you would, and nobody really, I guess they kind of brushed it off as if you're flying, and if you whip the original Mini around, it would give a little tilted horizon for a second, but it always would correct itself, and it wasn't bad. But the Femi constantly. I mean, the minute you put it up, and what's strange about it, they would do an upgrade, and you might put the Femi up, and it might be perfectly straight, and for doing that flight, and then you put it up, I don't know, maybe a day later with no other updates or nothing changed that you personally changed, and it'd be crooked, crooked. So I don't know, it's very strange. Yeah, Michael Blade. Are you talking about like the Xeno? Because the Xeno Pro was, and I think the Xeno Pro. I had the Xeno 2. So, hi Karasha, what is up? Anybody wants to hop in the chat? You're welcome to. There's a link. Just had a little time this morning. Probably not gonna stay on too long, but just did want to personally thank everybody for the birthday wishes. Had a great day yesterday. My daughter, asked me what I wanted for my birthday, and I wanted spaghetti and meatballs. It's something that we just don't cook a whole lot. My mom's been gone for 17 years, and she was kind of always cook that sometime. We never ate it every Sunday like a lot of the Italians do, but we ate it a good bit. And of course, it was her birthday yesterday. We shared the birthday, so that day is always a little. It's a good day for me and kind of a sad day in the same way. But yeah, we shared our birthday. So Maddie is up. Maddie, get your clothes on. Pop in, unless you want to be like Captain Ray. I don't care if you have pants on. Just don't stand up. But yeah, it's exciting. I think in the next probably 90 days or so, we got a lot of decisions to make. You may have that Autel Mini. It may be the Mini 3. They're acting like the Mavic 3. I think there'll be a new smart controller here pretty soon. Man, Apple had their event, got some new phones. So, wow, we need a stimulus for all these, for this hobby stuff that we do. I hear you. Got to put pants on, yeah. Guys, too, and some, I don't know if you saw some sad news. Greg Pittman's mother passed away this morning. I think it was around 3 a.m. So, if you get a chance, you reach out to Greg. I know it's something he's been fighting for about probably a year, I would say. And I think Greg. I think his mother lived with him, or he lived, and very tight. And it's hard to lose anybody in your family, but your mom has a tough day. So reach out to Greg and just send him a little message. I'm sure he, we won't answer, but just let him know you're thinking about him. Greg's a great guy. Supports a lot of channels, and yeah, Chad. Yeah, you can. You might be living in a little 1-bedroom apartment or something. David Reynolds, welcome in. Yeah, well, sometimes, and it was funny. Even Randall, when Randall was on our show, Warner's, he even we talked about, drones coming out, and it's he even said something to the fact that, you don't have to buy every new drone that comes out. I mean, the technology, especially, if you have the Mini 2, for instance, the DJI Mini 2, a lot of people, bought the SE, which is kind of a step backwards for me. And if you're, I understand if you're doing reviews or, but that drone is a kind of mix of some 2-year-old parts and stuff. So, personally, if you got the Air 2S and say the Mini 2, personally, I think that's probably only 2 drones you really need, unless, and you can do almost anything you want with the Air 2S. So, you kind of get caught up in the hype sometimes too. Now, if Autel comes out with a Mini for, and it has some great features, and I'm sure it will, and it's going to be in colors. It showed 4 colors, which, can't understand why DJI hadn't done any colors other than when they did the Spark, so yeah, I think people will step up to the Autel because they feel confident in that brand. So. Yeah, Barry, because you can just start to type, and it picks up the name. Yes, it is a lot easier. Tonight, yeah, don't forget Fly Zone Drone tonight with Michael, Sergio, Maddie, and myself. Maddie, I'm not sure. Do we have somebody on tonight? I don't. I'm kind of been a blur here for me in the last couple. I've kind of been out of it, but I'm not sure if we have a guest on tonight or not. Somebody pop in. Get me off this screen, please. Help me out here. Okay, yeah. Yeah, you're right. We sent the intro last night. I'm definitely still sleeping, Maddie. Lee from Adventure FPV, yeah. That'll be fun. Yeah, Chad, I would definitely get the TJ.
Morning, Johnny. How are you?
What's up?
I'm trying to get my coffee
just kind of
going.
hanging out a little bit.
It's taken me a while, just trying to get my coffee, and my damn ankle's been bothering me. Like, I've been having issues with that. Like, I don't know if anybody knows, but I had surgery on my right ankle because I had a bad accident back in 2008. So it's been giving me issues, and I just kind of been stumbling around like a pirate through the house, and it takes me a while.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
David
crazy.
Reynolds. No, that's something, and I'm sure that'll be coming. I mean, personally, yeah, I would think, I would think it's going to be in that. I mean, I guess $4.99 to $5.99 range. I guess, depending on how it comes. I guess. I mean, what was it? Fly More. DJI Mini 2 was $4.99, or was it $5? I think it was $5.99 maybe. They actually had
what's the new Autel Mini drone? What is that one?
well, I mean, it's just something they had some leaked pictures yesterday, so it's DeMarco, what's up, brother? How you doing?
Try not to spill my coffee here.
Yeah, I'm thinking, 400 to 600. I don't think it'll be under $399 for sure. I mean, unless they, offer it in a couple different packages. Not really that familiar with the Autel. It's something they really never had a lot of drones. Never really had, you can go DJI now, and from a Tello to I guess a Matrice, from $100 to, I guess, sky's unlimited what you want to spend. In the consumer market, you go from $100 Tello, which is, I know it's it's kind of a DJI, and combination, and then you step up to the SE. You got the original Mini, and then the Mini 2. So got a big choice of.
Happy belated birthday, by the way.
Thank you, TJ.
Yeah, you're welcome. So you had spaghetti and meatballs for your birthday?
Spaghetti, yeah, that's what I requested, man. That's I don't eat. I don't since being on this diet when I started in January, I haven't been doing a lot of carbs, so kind of carved up yesterday.
Yeah, that's my favorite. I love spaghetti and meatballs. Like my wife, she makes a good what the heck is it? It's a or not pizza lasagna. It's a spaghetti pizza. Oh man, it's so good.
Sammy Burns, welcome in.
Spaghetti.
Ah, Sam, what are you doing up? He must be up counting his money. He must get up early to count his money. I think that's probably what he does. Before he goes to work, he lays all his $100 bills on a bed, and I think he counts them.
That's awesome.
But hey, Sam, welcome in.
All the Benjamins all over the place.
And
what are you up to today?
I don't know. We do have I got a funeral today at the cemetery, and we still don't have internet over there and phones because the phones work off the internet. So kind of they still got one street right there that doesn't have power yet. So I'm hoping those people and when they get power, we may get our internet because man, those guys are just going through still cutting tree limbs and cutting wires and.
So there's still pretty much a lot of debris over there, ain't there?
Oh yeah, they hadn't even started picking up anything. It's you can't even go down some of the roads.
That's crazy.
RP Guy 4, does Autel usually release a more polished product than? Well, that's a great question, and yeah, I would say yes. I mean, of course, the Autel Evo 2, at that price point, I mean, yeah, people love that drone, and it gets a lot of compliments, comparable to even the Mavic Zoom, and of course, it's so yeah, I wouldn't. I mean, if you buy an Autel Mini, I don't think you'll be disappointed. It's not going to be something that flies crooked and doesn't do. I don't think it'll probably do what it says on the specs, not like the Xeno Mini. I mean, you can write anything on a box, I guess.
You can get any flying in over the weekend?
No, TJ, I hadn't really flew, to be honest with you, since the hurricane too much,
Yeah.
I mean, it's just been we just been one thing after another. And we,
crazy,
we got a little more rain coming today, and yeah, but try to get back to normal. Hope maybe in the next couple of weeks. Our office got wiped out. I mean, we had no office.
I heard that's crazy. So I guess everybody's having to work from home now.
Yeah, pretty much. And then there's still nobody that I have AT&T, so my internet's been actually up since I got power. But now Charter, which is here, or Spectrum. I mean, they're blasting them on Facebook. Nobody has internet.
Man, that's crazy.
And now you do see, and those guys, and I'm not taking up for them because I have no idea how it works, but, all energy and all the power companies were worried about when they got knocked poles down. Well, all they did was stand some new poles up. And all they were worried about was getting that high voltage stuff in so you can get power back.
Right.
So, and then they, Spectrum, Charter, and all those other companies use that as secondary. I guess they pay energy for that right to use those poles. So they had to go back and rebuild everything. So, I know.
Now, when did you finally get power back up and going?
I got power last Monday.
Okay.
Yeah, DeMarco, we saw that. We talked about that. It looks like, I think they're a mini. It's a mini series and a Air 2S type series, like that size. So yeah, you're right. It is two different, two drones, which would be very, I'm not saying it would be very strange. Rodney Bell, welcome in. Thank you for coming in. Of course, Rodney Bell, tomorrow morning, we'll be on Rodney probably. That would be very strange for them to release two drones, even though, different sizes at the same time. So I don't know how that would work. I don't know what would be, if you have the Air 2S, I would say, you're more apt to want a mini type drone only because maybe the price, I don't know if I'd spend $799. Of course, maybe you would, on a Autel Evo type drone, it's the same size as the Air 2S. So, although I did spend $569 on the Xeno Mini that I, got my money back on. So yeah.
Yeah,
I see. And Sam, I agree, but that would be very strange to release. Both of those say at the same time. I don't know. Roll on Drone Guy, welcome in.
Yeah, I don't think we got too much planned on for our weekend on our end. Probably clean this house over the weekend is what we're gonna try to do.
Maddie, what are you doing, Maddie? Maddie's been up.
Oh, he was taking his kids to school this morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, and if you didn't hear, I know some of you got 16 people now. Greg Pittman's mother passed away this morning at around 3 a.m. So, hey, reach out. Okay, Rodney Bell will not be on tomorrow morning.
Oh,
he still will do the sunrise. Yeah.
Oh, he's not going live tomorrow?
No, he said he's got some contractors coming over early in the morning. Okay, and then I'll be on Sunday morning after Chris Hope. So.
Oh.
But yeah, Greg's mother passed away this morning at about 3 a.m. So, maybe I know that's something he's been fighting. So, but
man, I hate when a loved one passes away. It's very sad.
Yeah. Kim, welcome in. I'm glad you got to join the stream. I'm not sure if you're new, haven't seen you before, but welcome in. And if you have, well, hey, I apologize, but yeah, thanks for coming in. Drones and Coffee I do on every Sunday morning. Aviana, oh yeah, I guess from this past week. Great guest, man. We had a great time. Welcome in. If you want to pop in, I got the link in the chat. We'll stay on about another probably 35, 40 minutes. I just was kind of hanging out this morning. Figured I'd go live. I personally wanted to thank everybody for all the birthday wishes and, the little information on the Autel that popped up.
Was Uncle Ray up and at him this morning, or is he still sleeping?
No, I hadn't heard from Captain Ray. He was up late though. I know last night I got a text. It was about 10:30 my time. He asked me a question about the hotel we were staying at Spin Up. So it was 11:30 for him. So, man, I think he had a.
Man, I sure do wish I could make that thing, but.
All right, Rodney, get back to work, and we'll see you in the morning on guys. Catch that sunrise. It'll be Rodney and Dennis tomorrow, and so of course Sunday, Paulie starts off in New York, and then it goes to Dennis, to Rodney, and then Dennis, then to Roz if he flies in Arkansas, and then down to Chris Hope. So that's a great starts off pretty early, of course, depending where you're at. Yellow Rose Drones, welcome in. Justin, welcome in. Carolyn.
Oh yeah. I was messing like when she went live, and she just had her phone sitting there, and she like I was chatting with her in the chats.
Who was that?
Carolyn.
Oh, okay.
That girl Carolyn, and I told her I said, one thing you could do is throw your phone as high as you can into the sky to get a sunrise that way.
Oh, yeah. Kim?
Hey, good morning to you.
Good morning. Nice to meet you. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, we're from Illinois, but we're actually vacationing. We're in Boston.
Right? Oh, okay.
But
Yeah.
I just
Well,
recently bought me a drone. I just wanted to pop in here and tell you, hey, they're fun, but don't fly them in the kitchen.
No, yeah, well.
I'll cut my fingers up trying to catch it.
What kind of drone do you have?
What you get? What kind?
It is a Holly Stone 720E.
Oh, okay.
I think it's going to be a good starter pack for me.
Yeah, I had a friend gave his grandson one, and he didn't know how to fly it at all. So we played cards, and he put it in my truck one night, and he said, "Hey, bring it home." But of course, it flew, and it flew okay. But I don't know. I gave it back to him about a couple weeks later because it was in my truck, and I don't think he ever just fooled with it. He actually wants to get like a little DJI, but all that the Holy Stones are decent drones, at least for the price points,
Well, it'll go 400 feet in the air.
Yeah,
that's good enough for me.
I had a couple of them things. They were like little mini Holy Stones, though.
Well, hey, it's a way to get started, and it'll do two things. It'll you'll learn to fly, and you can watch a lot of YouTube stuff on it, and then you can always move up, and if you like the hobby, and that's how it works. And man, look, before you know it, you'll have 5 or 6 drones. Believe me, it happens.
Yeah. Well,
Scott, they do. Welcome in.
It was only like $350.
Yeah.
And I seen the comments there pop up. Where at in Illinois do I live? It's not Chicago. It's Southern Illinois. If you look at the map at St. Louis, Missouri,
yeah,
and go straight east, you're going to go right north of my house, a mile or two.
Well, good. Welcome into the community. If you, I don't know how you stumbled across, but man, we got a show almost, and this is just a little impromptu show. We do a show on Wednesday called a Fly for Fun Show, Captain Ray Kelly and I. But it's a great community, and there's a show, probably 3 or 4 shows every night of the week, so you can almost disconnect your cable from your TV because you can watch YouTube almost every night. But now we have a great community, and it's been fun. And, and if you need any help, man, just reach out to anybody through Facebook or anything. And man, they'll help you from, what you need to do with the computer and phone and the drones. Well, I mean, I'm sure there's a Holy Stone group, on Facebook. So,
yeah, well, what I have done, the way I found you, I'm on YouTube, and then over at the left, you click subscribers.
Yeah.
And it pops up, and you're live, and I popped on there.
But I appreciate you coming in, and like I said, it's just something.
I'm a little channel. I'm close to 1,700. I was 1,702. Now I'm 1,699. Back and forth like a yo-yo.
Yeah. Well, hey, that's a lot of subscribers. I barely went over 400. So it's you scrap and scrape to get subscribers now. So Maddie, welcome in. Night Train, Michael, welcome in. Who else is in here? Micro Ghost.
Nice to meet you, Kim.
Same to you.
Carolyn, I think I said welcome in, but I think you're new. I'm not sure. I hope you've been in before, but I appreciate you coming in. Rhode Island Drone guys in the house. Maddie, I'm glad you got up. I mean,
I feel like TJ being in vertical view.
Yeah, I know. I wasn't gonna say. I mean, you look skinnier that way, but
Well, hey, somebody's got to get the kids to school. We don't want them to raise. We don't want to raise them dumb.
Night Train, what's up, brother?
Good morning,
Yeah.
guys.
Morning, Mike.
All this time off, I don't know what to do in the mornings anymore.
Yeah, Yellow Rose Drones is telling you there about the they do have a Holy Stone. Of course, I know there's a group out there for everything. So if you're not, you can join that.
Yeah, I did Holy Stone way back in the day, 4 years ago.
Kim right here has got a. He said he just bought a Holy Stone, so he's kind of new to the community. So he's
Yep. I've known Kim around the internet for quite some time now.
Well, good deal. Are you Jimmy Stone? Night Train. Okay.
Yeah, I'm night train.
Yeah, I'm glad to see you again.
Night train.
Night train.
Night train. Mike, how you feeling?
Good, except for I started my leaf blower yesterday and my shoulder's sore now.
Oh, wow.
You're not supposed to be doing anything.
Well, I'm gonna mow the lawn today. A push mow. It's a self-propelled, but I got an acre out here.
Yeah, you got to walk behind it, huh?
Yeah,
Oh shit. That's a lot. An acre of push mower.
I've done it like 4 times so far. My neighbor said something about his mowers in the shed all day or whatever. I think the key's in it. I may get out my mower and like cut in and then go grab his mower, fill it up, and he just got it fixed though, so I don't want to break it before he uses it.
Yeah,
If something isn't fixed quite right, I don't want to be the man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Carolyn. I answered the question, Carolyn. Yeah, the shorts. I'll tell you one thing about the shorts. It's easy for subscribers to subscribe because it's got that little subscribe button down there. So I think you can pick up some subscribers doing shorts. I got a little video of my granddaughter's getting bounced that I took with the drone on the inner tube, and that thing's got over 6,000 views. Now, how many subscribers have I got from it? I have no idea. But I think you got a better chance of them hitting that little subscribe button.
Hashtagging works well with them shorts. I've put out
which one, Mike?
I've got a lot of hits off the shorts.
You do, and I think it counts toward your views, so it can't hurt. It's just
I like to stay between 5 and 10 minutes.
Where are we getting the echo from?
I think Maddie's got the radio. Maddie, is that your radio blasting?
No, I'm hearing.
I've got you on my radio. I've got you on my Bluetooth.
We can hear it, I think.
Yeah, I think we're hearing through your Bluetooth that's going back through the mic.
Let me interrupt you here for just a minute, Johnny. Thank you for having me up. I'm going to get off of here. I've got 3 drone videos up in my channel if anybody would like to check it out. And
what's the channel?
Kim5. KIMFYFFE.
Do you still have the echo?
No, it's better now. I'm not hearing.
I unplugged it.
So I'm going to say bye for now.
All right, thanks for coming in.
Go out and see Boston.
Thanks for coming in.
Take care, Tim.
Yeah, Maddie. Yeah, it's better now. Hey, I want to share this. I tried to show this the other night. Let me see if I can show this real quick. This is a guy that was filming. He filmed this from downtown Hammond. This is the hurricane, and you can see some of this force. What I want to show was when he puts the screen up. I'll show you how close we were in the eye here. That's Hammond right there. You can see it and see we're right in the northeast quadrant of the worst that it could be.
That's terrible, bro. Ugh. God.
Look at the water at Home Depot right there.
Johnny, I'm going to jump off. I'm getting on the highway. I just wanted to jump on and say hi, bud.
All right. Thanks for coming in.
I'll catch you later. I'll call you in a little while.
Yeah.
What?
No, go ahead.
All right. I'll call you in a little bit. Later, Mike.
Look at those trees. Look at the trees.
Yeah, my sister-in-law's up here. She's from Beaumont. She said they were getting ready to get hammered over there with the winds and everything else as they were driving north to come up here. So this weekend they're going to be here in Michigan while all that crap's going on down there in the Gulf still. So
look at that. And that went on for about 7 hours. That's what was so bad about it.
Yeah.
Every tree, is basically down.
Water just a rolling.
And see, that's the hurricane right there. You see it, and he'll do a little. I think he draws a map. Little. We were right there at Hammond. You can see the blue dot. So it's we were in basically the worst spot you could be in. That northeast quadrant of that storm, you know. And he draws a line. There it is, right there. And that's 14 miles. That's exactly the strongest part of the storm right there. Yeah, so wasn't no fun. I know that.
Yeah. Well, where did everyone run off to?
I don't know. Well, Matty had his kids. TJ got booted. I don't know his internet. Brad Austin, welcome in. But I just was, yeah, I'm gonna go 1 hour. Got about 19 minutes left. I just wasn't doing too much this morning, and like I said, I want to personally thank everybody for all the birthday wishes yesterday. And man, it was a good day. And
Yeah, I woke up and Tim Jackson was on with his rowdy bunch. Him and
was it this morning?
Yeah. So
I didn't see that. I didn't.
Jumped on there for a minute, and I had the OBS already up and running. And I was like, well, I'll jump in and say hi.
Yeah, I wasn't doing too much. I do need to. I got some great. I actually ran over the yard. I got 2 more little yards to cut today, which I don't know. Of course, they call for rain every day. Although yesterday we didn't, and the sun's popping up this morning, pretty nice. But it's been so wet from all the stuff we had. But
I've been not allowed to do anything in the yard or anything for like 2 weeks almost. So I'm going to take advantage. The wife said, yeah, today's a long day, you know, so I'm going to take my time through the day and mow the lawn.
Yeah. Well, do you a little bit, take a break, you know.
If all else fails, she'll end up taking over with the mower. She's been wanting to do it, and I won't let her.
Yeah, and that ought to start. Well, it's a little early, but it'll start slowing up a little bit, you know.
Whereabouts, TJ? I'm like right here in Michigan. If you look at the map, right center, pretty much.
You're gonna confuse TJ. He gonna think it's Thumb, Michigan.
Paul's over in the Thumb. Paul's over here. I'm over here.
So, Mike, you saw about Autel got a couple little new drones coming out, huh? Looks like.
Yeah, it seemed like everybody's pushing some drones here, there, and everywhere.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting, you know, man. You know, it's I think it's started Tuesday.
I hope they don't get carried away and kill Christmas for themselves.
Yeah, I know, man. You talk about, you know, the Apple had the event Tuesday with the new phones. Autel popped that up kind of yesterday. You got the GoPro, had a new GoPro come out. DJI's, you know, acting like they got the Mini 3 coming out. Could be the Mavic 3. They talked about possibly a new smart controller. So, man, wow. We're going to need some, we're going to need another stimulus, a drone stimulus. Yeah, I know. It's, I mean, Autel, I'm very, kind of excited only because, you know, they need some drones to sell. I mean, they have really one consumer drone right now, the Autel Evo 2, you know. So if you're going to tap into DJI's market any way at all, you got to have something to sell. So Mike, are you going to spin up?
No, I'm not doing any traveling. I've been off work for too long and ain't got no money saved up. We just moved over to this place. So
yeah,
we got too much going on over here. I got shoulder surgery, was supposed to be the 22nd originally, but the insurance didn't want to cover it because I'm a smoker. So I got to quit smoking. So they rescheduled it to the 27th of October, but then I caught these blood clots in my chest and in my legs. So I've been fighting those off for the last 2 weeks. So I ain't done nothing. So, yeah, we're trying to rebound a little bit over here, catch back up on things. But, yeah, it'll probably be next year before I get to do any big traveling. But maybe get out on the bike and do a little riding a little bit more yet. But
yeah, I know, man. I'll tell you what, I hadn't been on my bike, guy. It's really, I don't know. I've been having a bike
like 3,500 miles this summer already.
Wow. I tell you what, my friends and them went to Sturgis, and I just couldn't go because we were basically, they
Right.
left right when we got back from our family vacation. But I've been 4 times, but I don't know. I've been riding since I was probably 15, 16, even before we had bikes around. But man, I'm
Yeah,
considering selling my bike. I
I
don't know.
got my license as of July, or actually June 27th or 29th or something like that. I got my license and bought my first bike this year. So it's been fun. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah. Oh, I love it.
Got
I got that little
saddlebags.
new. I got the new little Cub, Super Cub that came out. Honda. It's just a little
Yeah.
scooter, man. Look, we love Bailey, my granddaughter. I mean, she's not even licensed. I mean, she don't have a motorcycle license.
It's amazing. Those bikes,
But that thing is so
pretty much
much
the
fun.
same thing as they were back in the day and
Yeah,
everything.
it looks just like it. And I
Yeah.
tell you what, man.
I watch Bikes and Beards on YouTube, and man, he did some reviews with it and whatnot. It's so classic looking, but yeah,
It is. I love it. I tell you what,
Same
when I
motor
ride
and
it,
everything
it's like
pretty much.
I'll bring it to the office and put it on the sidewalk, and man, everybody walks by is like stopping and looking at it, you know.
Yeah, I thought about getting a little moped for cruising around the neighborhood here or whatever, something like that. That'd be fun. Everybody around here, we're out in the country, so like the main transportation of the neighborhood is like golf carts and side by sides.
Yeah, that's what.
They'll ride their tractor up to the gas station and get something at the local.
I know for about 2 weeks after the storm, I never backed my truck out of the garage. Well,
Right.
and power and I could have, but we rode around the golf cart. I went all the way downtown. Even when Brad was here, Austin, we went all the way downtown down Main Street. And that, yeah, I mean, not really. I mean, of course, you're not really supposed to ride on the street.
Yeah.
Although I got headlights and backup lights and all, but no, I don't know. They'll now and then might tell you something, but what it is, a lot of the kids, they don't want the kids 13, 12, 11 riding them golf carts on the street,
Right. Yeah, they get enough of them on the mini bikes and shit like that. All that kind of stuff, I'm sure, down that way. Yeah, out here in the country, we're pretty safe. I've seen like 3 cops since I've lived here.
So really?
And one of the times is because they had a thing going on and the horse-drawn carriage or whatever ended up hitting its owner, and then turning a corner when it got loose, it ended up hitting a vehicle or something like that. So they ended up calling the cops to make an incident report, this or that. Otherwise, yesterday I saw one drive by. It was a state trooper. He just went cruising on by. So, yeah, we haven't seen many cops out here. The side-by-sides, as long as you're not going fast, they won't bother you out here.
Yeah.
We had that burnout day right in front of the house, man. I mean, my street's still black from the rubber burn.
Yeah, that's what I remember you saying.
It's good times out here in the country. Yeah. Relaxed.
But yeah, Mike, my son-in-law, he's been flying every evening a little bit. He's got a little what's he got? The Tiny Hawk Freestyle.
Yeah,
he's just getting into it. Yeah, we kind of put off for a couple of weeks with the storm, but I think the last 2 days I seen him sitting out on the patio, and he
the DJI FPV in the yard yesterday for the
first
time
did you?
Since I've been here. I've flown the Mini around and I've flown the Phantom around, and I've burned a few packs with like a 3-inch and my 5-inch Alien, and I haven't flown much FPV or anything. And then yesterday I was like, well, I was playing around charging and this or that. So I fired up the DJI FPV drone and realized I didn't have the drone itself updated to the latest firmware, but it let me fly it around. And I took it about a half mile down the road and standing on my front porch, checking out the neighborhood.
Yeah.
It was later at night, so the sky was nice and red across. There's no good sunset or whatever.
Yeah, I know a couple times without power, I would put the drone up just to see where all like the power trucks and shit were, it was like, yeah, let's see.
Come on.
We was looking. I don't know if anybody ever looked for bucket trucks from a drone, but I tell you what, that's what I was doing.
Right. Yeah.
And especially one Sunday, we got power that was a week ago Monday, and we were cooking those burgers. And Brad was here, actually Austin, and man, we had grilled onions, grilled mushrooms, bacon, so we saw these 2 big old trucks they were from Indiana. So man, they were going really slow in front of the house. So I went out there, of course, and I said, hey guys, y'all got anything to eat? And he go, well, we got these bag and a lunch in a bag or something. I said, y'all stay right here. So, man, we went and fixed some burgers, and my
Dude,
daughter was like, what to put on? I said, you put everything on that damn burger plus $100 bill.
All the
You know?
local food trucks and stuff like that, dude. When we had that flood up here back in 2020 there,
Yeah.
we had that flood where the dams broke. We were 3 miles from where the water stopped.
Oh, wow.
So everybody around us, Sanford and whatnot, where I grew up, the whole town was just flooded right out, dude. Totally flooded, underwater. There was so much lost, houses lost and everything. The lake still isn't back. They're still working on fixing the dams and the overflow from it and whatnot. But that's going to be like 2-3 more years before they get the lakes back. So
yeah, and I think that's the thing people don't, it's like now, I tell you what, Katrina forever changed just our little town because we had so many people move from New Orleans and stuff. And now our town is going to be changed by the landscape. I mean, I would say,
you guys go through it all the time, but every time it does it changes something there.
Oh, absolutely.
It destroys a lot of things and have to rebuild.
Well, you got more. Yeah, I know last night they had a city council meeting and I was watching and look there's subdivisions and there's so many more people flooding now just because there's so much construction.
I caught Tennessee was just doing darn Tammy. I can't remember which artist it was, but she was on YouTube. I watched the Grand Ole Opry.
Yeah.
They were doing a fundraiser down there for Tennessee for all the flooding and whatnot that they've had and whatnot.
Yeah. What's her name? Loretta Lynn.
Loretta Lynn's friends. That's what.
Yeah. She lost her ranch or a lot of it. And I know we actually had a group that went down there and cooked for them. A guy, Brandon Miller owns a seafood place here and a good guy. And they got together and went and cooked jambalaya up there for her. Somebody knew her granddaughter. And
they did a big old fundraiser on YouTube and on I think they had it on live, but YouTube had its own exclusive. If you're
I think I did see that pop up. I watched a little bit
Keith
of it.
Urban, Garth Brooks, and they had that Reba. They had all kinds of artists go in there for a fundraiser. They were like a couple posters for the event signed by each of the artists that performed. Went for like $10,000 a piece. Keith Urban signed a guitar, had his wife sign a guitar, and had he's a younger black guy or whatever, but starts with a B or something like that. But they had him perform and he signed it. So there was 3 signatures on the guitar and they auctioned that off and everything. So there's a bunch of money raised and whatnot. But yeah, just so much devastation everywhere. Flooding in Tennessee. You don't expect stuff like that. Our dams breaking, that we weren't expecting nothing like that.
I'll tell you, man, it's getting, I mean, we've had, I think that was our 5th hurricane. Well, they have tropical depression. It's 6 landfall hurricanes in Louisiana the last 2 years. And where's it? I don't know where it's going to end with insurance. Cause now, man, they some of the deductibles, I mean, I have a friend that the deductibles are like, they're anywhere from $10,000 to $30,000 now.
Like supply and demand. They know they can get the money out of it.
Yeah.
So they got you. They got you coming and going.
Who's going to end up writing insurance in Louisiana pretty soon?
And the infrastructure that is around us is just breaking down more and more, which makes it more susceptible that we're going to get damaged out of it too.
Oh yeah. Well, we're going to pay on our energy bill. We'll pay for light poles and they'll call it hurricane restoration for years. I mean, I think Katrina, we paid 15 years of, that was the deal they made. And it was like $3 to $5 a month, every person. And I mean, listen, it's not that, I mean, how do they replace, even in Hammond alone here, they had over 1,300 light poles down. So.
Right. Yeah, it took out a bunch of stuff when the floods come through. It flooded like 2 towns over, and then down below us, Saginaw River overflowed and flooded through there. Dow Chemical and Dow Corning was like half underwater during the whole thing. So I mean, crazy. Imagine all the chemicals that went into the water in the system, or the land around just from that.
Right.
But yeah, it was crazy the damage that it's done. I put up some videos of it, but
Yeah.
I was down there the other day checking out the dam, and they're starting to rebuild through the dam, the Sanford Dam and the Edenville Dam, the one north of that, the last two that broke and breached. Actually, it went around the dam and broke through the levees, and not the actual dam itself, but it went off to the sides and broke down the sidewalls and whatnot. And
Wow.
so it was like, I think that the lower lake was 14,000 or 14 million gallons or something like that, and the top lake was like 25 million.
Crazy.
So when the top lake 25 million broke through, it just overflowed the bottom one and overflowed that dam, and then took out the whole village of Sanford with it. And the hardware stores had to rebuild an entire new building and everything,
So,
all kinds of stuff.
violent
It's
world.
been forever.
Mike, I think we're gonna sign off. We're down to 10, and I just want to come on. I did. My biggest thing was, of course, I wanted to thank everybody about the birthday,
Yeah.
and of course, Greg Pittman's mother passed away.
Yeah,
So
happy
y'all keep him,
birthday too.
keep Greg's mother in your prayers. I mean, I know that's something Greg has to go through. I think she passed away about 3 this morning. So I just did want to do that, and I'll see y'all tonight. Watch the Fly Zone show tonight with Michael and Sergio, myself, and Maddie.
Friday night
And,
party time.
All right, so I'll see y'all tonight.